Look at that. And keep in mind, there's a few Israelis. Look at these guys right here. Oh my goodness, dude. Might as well. Might as well. Look at this Chinese communist. She's just running in there. She's like, dude, all it takes is one video. Dude, all I have to do is just upload one more video. And like for real, like Trump, or even just like somebody that just wants to nuke Los Angeles. Somebody that just wants to nuke Los Angeles, they'll just do it in a second. They'll do it in a second. All I literally have to do is just upload one more video. I feel, but you know how just it doesn't even necessarily have to be with any government within America. It's just called undue influence, where like you're putting out so much information that the people in power literally have to like do everything that they can to make things look cordial, so that way there's an aversion of information, and there's so much misinformation that it just corrupts the whole narrative. Very simple. I can't believe an autistic person literally has to explain how corrupt even just the general public of America is. And it's so funny because I was American too. Well, I still am, but like I I loved America. I was like, dude, this is awesome. I'm like, man, and I wasn't even hating America when I was so down bad in San Pedro. Little fucking Epstein Hills at Vise. Fucking Ranchos Palos Verdes, which is it's a pavilion, or it's like a peninsula above San Pedro, Los Angeles, California. That's what it is. Very simple. And yeah, they 100%. I could tell you for certain they have kids and children being trafficked up in there. And you want to know how I could give you an instance?
I'm listening.
Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. Uh, Chester Bennington. Chester Bennington. Crawling in my
Yeah,
skin.
yeah. He. I remember he
I
was supposed to
shot.
release something about trafficking, and then one day he just decides that he's gonna kill himself.
Does not make sense.
No, it seriously
At
doesn't.
Trump, I'm just like,
And
shut up. Shut up. Or wait. Because the video that I'm gonna put out, I call out RFK. It sucks because I was hoping that RFK would not do some stupid shit. But you know what? I want to explain something to you, dude. When I was in Soul Housing, which was basically a homeless shelter. Go. You're a Filipino. Shut the hell up. You're Filipino. Shut up. You fucking traffic children that are like 12 years old and younger. Get the fuck away from me. I hate these people. They like try to do everything they can to make it seem like you're an obstacle in their life, when in reality they're clearly covertly spying on you. But yeah, the let me tell you, out of all the communities, Chinese, Russians, even some Germans like Dutch have been after me. British, just Koreans, Japanese, Israelis, Middle Easterners, East Asian, whether they're Pakistani or Indian. Out of all of them, the Philippines are not happy with me. They are so pissed. They are very mad with me, and it's because I put that skit out, which was a funny one. You gotta watch it. We won't explain that. That will go into a whole rabbit hole with that whole thing. But um, yeah, Chester Bennington, like, yeah. But let me go back to RFK. So when I was staying at Soul Housing, and RFK really came on the podium, and he was just like, or however he was speaking, it's so hazy in my mind right now. I don't know how he was talking about, but he was like, yeah, autism is a pandemic. We really need to do something about autism. And I'm like, you don't do anything about Diddy gangs. You don't do anything about these fake homeless. You don't do anything about these little these little security company uh 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 I don't even know, just just goblins, just gremlins. So that way they can't say that I'm being racist or whatever, and so that way this video doesn't even get canceled or anything, or get demonetized or any of that. One thing that I will say before I get right back to RFK, because he's not going anywhere, dude. Get it? Like I have him right now. You don't know how much until I really show you or tell you. But when I start mentioning Diddy to any of the black community, they get in a fucking frenzy. They get in hysteria because it's weird. Because Diddy had a lot of influence. He knew Elon Musk, and also he helped. He was an investor for Twitter, so he basically
I had
helped
no idea.
Elon Musk buy Twitter. Can you believe it?
I didn't even know he knew Elon Musk.
Yeah, he actually did. I was crazy. I was the only few people who looked this up, but I won't take the credit. I won't take the credit for it. I think really in general, um, there might have been somebody that might have had a little bit of information and inside information. Cough, cough, the Mossad, but I think it's really indicative of some people having more information than me, which I think is anti-Semitic because I'm a.
Oi, Vey! Stop it!
Anyway,
Stop it before you
I
let
think
spreading the information.
concealment and exploitation and discrimination of information. I think this is really anti-Semitic. I really do happen to be a huge
We have to shut it down.
I think we have to just shut it down in general, but I had to perfect my Hebrew and it's very hard to really that was like really New York. I couldn't go there. I couldn't go there. Because then you start sounding a little bit like feminine, but I don't even dude, sometimes real quick, because it's not just races of people or like communities or like I've called out secret societies real quick. Thule Society, Virl Society, fucking got him.
Yo, brother,
Fucking got him.
just one
Can you
second.
believe that?
I'll be right
Wait,
back.
wait, wait, wait. Can you believe it, dude? I was like, Thule Society, how are you doing? I was like, Thule Society, how are you doing? I was like, Virl Society. Thule Society, Virl Society. Do you guys go to UCLA? I heard it's pretty cool out there. You really don't think I'm whitewashed? All types. All types. All.
I don't think I'm gonna go with you.
I just had to get him, dude. Just had to get him. We can let one more day of this just go by. We can let one more day of this go by. We can let one more day of this go by. We can let one more day of this go by before they, press the red button. But I was like, blue button. I was like, Trump, blue button. Also, get it? Dodgers, LA, blue.
Yo, brother, sorry, I had to go talk with my dad.
No, you're all good. Hope your family, I hope you and your entire family get all the blessings and fortune that you could receive for the rest of your life. That's it. But
Appreciate it,
yeah,
brother.
yeah. Seriously, God bless you. But listen, dude. Through society and rural society, I I I freaking had him. I caught him. I caught him. Can you believe that? Imagine a Mexican, and just totally making these people mad. And you know what? There have been a few times where I've met some of them with like the bluest eyes, and usually it's so funny because like most of the time, different races they'll do certain like subliminal behaviors to like disrespect you like indirectly. So
Yeah.
let's say like a black to non-black person usually like they'll kind of like go on their phone or like they'll kind of like point their phone towards you like they're gonna like call the cops on you, be Karen, or like they'll kind of walk up like like they're thugs or whatever. Or oh let's say Asians, whether they're Japanese, Chinese, or Korean, or anything in between, right? Or even Pacific Islanders sometimes. It's mostly not Pacific Islanders that do this, but most of the time, because because they're like their own Mossad, sort of, it's really funny. Basically, like, they'll have tabs on everybody in the community. They have like their own social credit system, and especially the Chinese because they have WeChat and it's available in America. So you could already imagine how much they spy on you, surveil you. And when you go into a business or something, they'll do the same thing. They'll basically like drop something, and they'll be like, and like pick it up and stuff. With real society or dual society, they'll have their wide eyes and they'll have like their chiseled jawlines, and they'll simply just look at me and they'll be like, and like look up like, and I'm like, I put two and two together. I'm like, oh, they look up because they're not only looking at God, but they're also like looking because their blue ass eyes fucking shine with light. I'm like, whoa, so crazy though. Can you believe it? Like, dude, don't even be jealous if or even if anybody sees this from iFunny, don't be jealous because good chance maybe just once you might have met somebody and you didn't even know it or even saw them just in public if you didn't happen to meet them from Vero Society or Thule Society. Very simple.
True.
I do. I'm so angry that they literally had to work with the black community. They literally had to work with Jews.
I could never.
That's how it is. That's how it is. This one woman, and I you could be as racist as ever to assume somebody's race if like they're black, because like even like Bill Clinton or what Hillary Clinton, they're like, oh, they all look alike, or what was it? Joe Biden said that all black people look alike, whatever, or like saying that Asian people all look alike, but like this white woman, I don't even know what kind of Caucasian, non-Caucasian she was. She passes by me to this next video that I'm about to upload, and basically, she's like, "Yeah, they're all in on it." She was basically like withholding like her chance to like kind of speak out and like not. But then she's like, "Oh, well, he's already he's already spoken out about this list so much. I mean, I might as well just say my piece." And then she just straight up says it like it is. She's like, yeah, all these races from all over the world, they all have some sort of hand in it, and so on and so forth. I was like, yeah, guess so,
Hmm.
but yeah, dude, I want to get back to RFK real quick because Um, this guy's really mad at me. I'm not sure why, but you know, um, how's it going, man? Uh,
Chilling.
yeah.
You're an idiot. Wait, tell him who the one. Where did you look, man? You look right there, fucking mustache.
I'm an idiot and
We took the mini bike to fucking mustache.
took the mini bikes.
You take the mini bike to Big Bear? No, you're stupid.
Stupid.
Who gave you sons, man?
If I gave you like $2, would you just leave me alone?
$5.
$5. Yeah.
No deal.
If I had the Epstein list and I'd expose it right now, Trump would nuke you all before he would especially let me even have a court proceeding.
You drive one more Honda, man. Up in San Francisco. Play that stupid shit with me. The Honda. The gold one.
Honda
Remember? 85? Remember 85? You came and partied with your drag queen friend? The hairdresser?
hairdresser. Honda
1985. San
1985
Francisco.
San Francisco. I'll remember all this. Thanks. Might as well value the guy. I'm like, might as well because what do they say? This homeless person might be onto something. That's gonna be an inside joke on iFunny. That's what they're all going to say, dude.
Was that a homeless person you were talking to?
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, $5, and I'll leave you alone." I'm like, "No."
Can I give you $2 and you fuck off?
Yeah, but I don't even want to really disrespect him like that, even though I could really make fun of him. But there's better people to make fun of.
100%. Yeah. Why would you be making fun of people down on their shit? Like,
Does it feel nice to kind of be like halfway? You have a halfway like second job, but like they don't really say anything about it.
mhm.
Diddy, are you there, Diddy? Oh, sorry, Epstein. Oh, wait. El Chapo. El Chapo. ¿Cómo están? They're mad, dude. Dude, they're mad. They're mad as fuck. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? He said iPhone 17, dude. Those cartel are mad. They're all cartel, 100%. I'm like UCLA,
Really?
little experiment center. How do you feel that this autistic person broke out of the experiment?
Be careful with those fools if they really are. I'd stay away.
I don't really care, dude. They tried getting me a whole bunch of times, and they have a lot of people that they could send, but I'm pretty crafty, man. I know how to really keep myself relatively safe for the most part. You know where I could go, and you know what? I might as well put it out there because these people suck here. These people suck. These people are Chinese communists in here. They suck. Because you know what they did? Okay, they had me go in and get a drink from their place, okay? And I know it's like, oh, what are you doing, dude? You're gonna review a place and you're gonna do a video review. It's like, oh, might as well just make it a little entertaining. But even then, I want to say the story, okay? Because these Chinese communists, that are clearly in America, they're entitled and also they discriminate and they basically like persecute people. So I'm tired of them. Basically, I got a drink here. They made it super watered down, barely tasted like anything. And I was charging my phone, and then, I don't think they're Chinese. I think they're Korean or Japanese. They come into the place all loud and they're like laughing and they're like, tussling around. They're making a whole bunch of noise. And I'm sitting there quiet. And this little miserable Chinese communist, he doesn't even want to take responsibility for any other Asian community outside of himself, you know? And he basically gets mad at the fact that I'm being cordial even though I'm homeless. So he comes up to my table and he's like, "Hey, you have to leave." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no problem." And then I'm grabbing my stuff and then he's just standing there. He's just standing there with his arms on his hips, like a Superman or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look up and I'm like, dude, I could not say anything right now. I could choose not to say anything right now, but I think I should act how they act. So then I kind of
For real.
raise my voice and I'm like, it's like, hey, back up. I'm like, I need you to back up because I'm about to leave. Well, I didn't really say it like that. It was a little bit more whatever, like not as aggressive like that. And then he kind of backs up, and then like as I'm like leaving and I get my stuff and I'm humble and I'm just like I even nod my head. He like starts like walking behind me and he's like pacing behind me and like walks me out. And then as he's like walking out, he grabs one of the chairs and like skits it on the floor, which like they're metal chairs, so they make a lot of noise. You know. Hold on a second. I like having autism, honestly. Place sucks.
Matcha boba.
That place sucks. That's how it basically sounded. I just wanted to do that real quick. Was that not Kanye West? Just do something bizarre like that and nobody gets the context, but only like the true fans like you
Yeah,
get it,
only a
right?
certain group of people would be able to
Yeah.
understand something.
Israel. Yeah. Stop stop obsessing about Gaza. It's full of children. Mossad, are you obsessed with children? Excuse me, Miss Mossad. Are you exposed to children? Get it? I was literally gonna stumble on my words. I want you to leave Gaza alone because it's full of children. So if you're obsessed with a country that's full of children and all these Palestinian, activists want to be obsessed with a country that's full of children, also get it? Palestinian protests like communist Chinese, Filipinos, Mexicans, illegal immigrants. I don't know what illegal immigrants you're talking about. All I know is cartel. And the black community. Also, I don't know what black community you're talking about. All I know is human traffickers.
Yeah.
That's why, and you know what? For anybody that wants to like question that, not even a shalom. I'm like, look at that. He even has a UCLA epoch or kippah. Not even a shalom. Absolutely nothing. But whatever. He's on the phone, so everybody's gonna be like, well, he's on the phone, dude. So, um, dude, what was I saying? What was I talking about right now? Yeah. Let's just be honest, dude. Let's just be really honest about this, okay? And I hope this could break the internet, but YouTube's corrupt as hell. So we have to make sure it breaks the internet. We have to just spread this. It would take a long time for me to make all these social media
Yeah.
accounts, but we have to put this out there because I'm tired, dude. I'm sure you're tired, and I'm sure a lot of people are tired. Even the same races or communities from those people, okay? And I'll give you one example. So,
You could try, like, you did say YouTube is corrupt, which I agree with. The only reason why YouTube, is good is it's the biggest video sharing platform and everyone knows about it. But what I was gonna say is, what if you tried putting it on Rumble or even Daily Motion? But the only issue with both of those sites is they're not like a familiar UI to people, and they load a lot slower due to there being a smaller company. And some people would just be like, "Oh, I don't like it. I don't like the UI. I don't like how long it takes to load." But it's like those are the only places you can put something up without YouTube and Jew Gates being like, I don't like this."
yeah, I would consider that, but at that point, I'm gonna be really honest. Might as well just make a TikTok because the Chinese communists are just going to spy on me anyway, and they're definitely gonna do everything they can to retrieve my data. Because you want to see what kind of people try to traffic me all the time. I just want to show you, and I know I have to be really honest. I have to be transparent, okay? And also, speaking of iFunny, they're not gonna like this one, but you see, I don't want to leave anything off the table. I just want I don't even know what I want now. Sometimes I don't even know what I want. I basically had everything taken from me. But you see, I used to be in a trance, right? And it's just because of like the fact that I was traumatized as a kid watching this like episode that my mom was watching of like some show. I think it was, I really don't know what show it was, to be honest. So the fact that and I didn't get to like go into sex ed and stuff, I was confused. Like I really didn't understand things. So yeah, like I got into that stuff, and like the whole reason why I got in trouble with these traffickers in the first place is because they had like, these sites where you could meet escorts, but I didn't know what escorts were. And then I'm like, oh, they want money. And then eventually they're like, hey, you owe us money because you keep making these phone calls. And I'm like, hold the fuck up 1 second. I'm like, wait 1 second. First off, this isn't good for me because I should just be going for a regular girl. And even then I would want to do that. But with this whole Epstein thing, it's like, would that really mattered if it would have been the other way around? And also, wouldn't it logically have been better for me to just stay the way I was? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be exposing it right now. That's just how the timeline works. That's how Back to the Future works. If you don't stick to the timeline, right? If you don't stick to what you do, unfortunately, everything that you had, influence is undue influence. That's unfortunate, but that's just the reality. And
Yeah.
now it's so funny because a lot of girls, they'd call me the F word. I think I could say this on YouTube. I don't think they could really, like, because I see people on YouTube, they say the F word a lot, but they'd pass by and they'd be like, oh my gosh, he's such like, they'd be like, what? You're, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'd get them so bad. I'd be like, you're just mad because you don't have what I need. I'm like, you're just mad because, you don't got it. Get it? You don't got it? I'm
Yeah,
just,
it's like you're just like putting them in their place because they think they're putting you in your place by being like, oh, you're no, you're just an ugly woman.
or even then, it's just they don't have what I need. Also, the people that want to traffic me, you can imagine who they are.
Probably Jews.
It's not really necessarily the case. But remember, Diddy has a lot of influence and power. And
Yeah.
also, you may not recognize it, but Viral Society, Thulu Society. I'm serious, dude. You see that? You see it, right? I just want you to
Which
look at his
society?
hair. Yeah, really though, but like not a little bit, like a lot. Not a little bit, like a lot. I know a Viral or Thulu Society member when I see them. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's all good, dude. Like, I met some Thulu and Viral Society people where they'll come up and they'll kind of like warn me a little bit, like indirectly. They'll be like, they'll say like back off, but like it's in a certain way. They'll like if I say like, oh hello, say like, also get plants. That goes really deep. My fucking Jewish was gonna come out again. But say this tree is like Real Society. I'd go up and I'd be like, hey, hi, oh, I really like your t-shirt, man. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And then I don't know, they'll say something like, you having a good day? I'd be like, oh yeah, of course. And they'll be like, you have to stay safe out here. Sometimes it gets a little dangerous. I'll be like, what the heck? I'm literally in like Santa Monica, West Los Angeles. What is he talking about? And he'll be like, yeah, just sometimes there's like, sometimes bad things happen, and that's just a part of life. But like, say something like, let's say something like really like I don't know, what is it called? Influential, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
and then the end of the conversation would be something like, "You have a nice one. You have a nice one," or like, "Be careful out there." I'll be like, "Dang, they're not playing, dude. They're not playing. Look at. Wait. I want to get them. I want to get them up close. I want to get them up close because I'm like, you're working with Diddy, dude. I'm like, whatever, dude. I mean, like, Kanye technically had to work with Diddy, sort of, but not really, because you know,
This
like,
is the same industry and whatnot.
yeah, but um, yeah, 100%, yeah. Nothing more to say. Nothing.
Nothing
I
more,
know.
nothing less.
I know Cthulhu when I see. I'm not part of Viral Society. It all keeps adding up. I think Diddy's kind of. I think Diddy's. I think Diddy's down in his luck. Get that baby oil lubed up. I don't know. I don't know.
Some goofy shit, bro.
Oh my goodness, dude. So mocked. Dude, he looked at me very angry, dude. He got mocked, dude. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I never
People
even
like
really
to think you're
understood
funny.
him. You know what's so funny about you guys on iFunny, all you guys, whatever, any community, just whatever. You guys would always know all of like the terms and everything, and I was new, and some of you guys would not treat me good. You guys would be kind of assholes to me. Some of you guys would kind of tease me, and then some like you or like I don't know who's like a good example of what I could think of. We'll say casual fan. Casual fan is cool, dude. I kind of want to call out casual fan because he's always being like concealing, so I want to give him a hard time.
Yeah, me. I haven't spoken too much with Casual. I don't think he. I don't think we're subbed.
What do you mean?
Like me and him. I don't think we're subbed to each other.
Like I don't understand. Elaborate.
I'm just saying, like, we don't talk. Me and him, we don't talk.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's cool. He just keeps to himself. He's literally like the quiet guy, like on any like anime or like just a show, and like he barely says anything, but he's like really cool. Casual fan's
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, but yeah, Rural Society. Also that black gang member. He's really mad too. But it's kind of weird because it's like, what's the top of the top for black gang members? Because I don't think it's Bloods or Crips. I think it's something totally different. Like maybe there's just a gang that we haven't found out, just like Dulu Society. You know what I'm saying? I think it's called Trenchcoat Mafia. We gotta remember this
Yeah,
one.
Trench Mafia.
Trenchcoat Mafia. Crazy. Honestly, dude, another day could go by, but I'm gonna make sure that I fucking stay safe, whether I have money or not. And even then, I think I have two things that I think should be done, and like it should just be done with no questions asked. And anybody who doesn't want to participate in it, screw them anyway, because they wouldn't want to save children anyway, or even
Yeah.
try to attempt, even if they can't. I mean, let's just be honest, dude. Everything. And even other people say, like, we leave it up to a higher power. We leave it up to God. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to
Well,
God. I won't even try to, be that prideful. But I
see, the thing is like you can't expect God to do everything.
understand that too. Yeah. So we got to do our part too. So that's what I'm gonna mention. So,
True.
um, this I don't like this Jewish lady. She's just so like, look at her, like, just talk so like egotistical, and then observe the boy and the man child. But I don't really judge them. I'm like, they're just having fun, and plus like are most people just like, oh well, they're kind of harmless, just like any like Chinese or any African American in general. We won't even mention the non-African Americans because I met some Ethiopian people. They're pretty cool. Some Nigerian people. They're pretty cool. But like everybody always has the same thing to say about Chinese people to their own Chinese people or African Americans to their own African Americans. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I get that.
That's not even racist. So
No,
YouTube,
people stick together with their own people.
yeah, exactly. So YouTube, don't be corporate spying me or don't be trying to take this video down because I have autism and you look really bad, taking down my video and whatnot. So I literally call people out just straight up. But anyway, so I think yeah, I just need to make and I might as well just say my plans out loud because let's be honest. Everybody gets their phone spied on. Like, there's always an elite fucking hacker somewhere, and
Yeah.
they're just always somebody's gonna always be watching. Also, get Mossad, Miss Mossad. But anyway, I think making a grab me coffee. I think I just need to do that, and making a GoFundMe would just be that's what I need to do. I have to. I have to because let's be honest, okay? Remember how I was telling you I was like, I kind of feel guilty, dude. My autism is kind of getting in the way. I kind of feel guilty, asking these people for money because I panhandled and I'm like, dude, I'm tired of panhandling. Sometimes I would almost start crying. I'm like, dude, I'm so tired of this. I want to start working, you know? But and that's a lot for me to say because I'm 26, dude. But sometimes this autism gets to me. Sometimes, not all the time. But and it's also funny, get it? Kanye West autism, or like he has Asperger's, and like he kind of lets it get to him, and he lets it get to him. Again, Kanye West. If Kanye West is watching this, dude, that would be crazy. Calm down, dude, because we're not trying to make fun of you. Also, you cried when you had. This is funny because this is how people would treat me. They literally criticize me, but I can't say anything because they're speaking the truth. But whatever. But he cried for his presidential run, so you had a good reason crying, but you have to face the fact. Even if you had to face a loss, you kind of folded, and we all fold. So all good. We're all human. Kanye West, come
Yeah.
on, dude. Come on. It's actually
Yo,
funny. It's
brother.
actually funny because I pass for like and nobody try to say that I'm being racist or a race traitor. I pass so much for being white to non-white that we're like those white guys that were just like, come on, dude, come on. We're like, come on. We're kind of like pushing him and stuff. Dude, we're just kidding, Kanye West. If he's watching this, and you want to know, real quick, for anybody who's being like, these guys are so full of themselves, dude. They stay on the internet, especially Diddy Gang. Look at Diddy Gang over there with Dulu Society. Crazy, huh?
Right,
Um,
for real.
but yeah, they'll be like, oh, they're so full of themselves. They're on the internet so much. They think Kanye West is going to watch. I'm like, you would really be surprised because I used to upload some clips where I would cover Red Hot Chili Peppers, but it's very few, right? And see, my mom is like an elitist herself. My mom will do everything in her power to spy on me or to make sure that it's not even necessarily that I get what I want, but like she'll like socially engineer to like to bring on benefits or bring on some sort of dream or favoritism to basically use coercion against me you know um in a social setting. So I'll explain. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I met them. It was about like 2 days ago, but it was the front man only. Now, here's how you know that somebody had to be in on it, and especially somebody that relatively doesn't like me, like my mom. So that's sad to think about too. My mom took me to UCLA to get studied on for autism, and single mother, and nobody will say criticize her at all. And you already know how America is with single mothers, and she just doesn't like me, but whatever. So Basically, he came out of, for broader context, the same Whole Foods that I almost got my life taken with that like weird Diddy like Epstein level black like veteran homeless or like fake homeless criminal. And like he wanted to try to take my life. The same Whole Foods that on that same day had somebody get their life taken by poking or, having a blade to them, like at a football game.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. Was it Trayvon Martin? Is that his name? If I
No,
remember his
Trayvon.
name, it is
I'm
Trayvon
pretty sure
Martin, isn't
Trayvon
it?
Martin was the one that was running, and
Oh wait, no,
apparently he had
Trayvon
like
Martin is the
a
one that
bag of
was
Skittles
running.
or something.
What was the one with the oh, I forgot his name. It was dude, the black community is not going to be happy about this one, but who cares? We're speaking the truth, so nobody can say anything. Some of the black community will look at this, and whether they laugh or not, they'll be looking and they'll be like, they'll be looking at each other and they'll be like, they onto something, they onto something. And I'm like, get they. Dude.
Yo, brother,
Yes.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
But I'll try to call sometime either this next coming week or the weekend. When you get that next video uploaded, just send it over. I'm gonna take a look at it.
Okay, and then yeah, if I think I just have to, but God willing, if anything happens to me before I could do it, because there's really nowhere safe in Los Angeles. I'm gonna just make that GoFundMe or buy me a coffee, and we need, if you can, just spread it out, because like I didn't get to get my social security, and the fact that Elon Musk knows Diddy and Donald Trump was talking all this good stuff about social security, but yet one autistic American doesn't get his social security because he has, the mental health system exploited against him like a Kanye West, and basically Trump being like a Diddy, basically. I'm not for that. So I want to make sure that I get, it's not even just trying to get rich. I'm trying to make sure that I get compensated, dude. It's not even getting paid. I'll do this without money. I'll save
Oh,
this
dude, I
shit
feel
without
you.
money. I'll do it without money. That's the last thing I'll tell you.
All right, brother. I'm gonna go. Hey, be safe though.
All
I
right,
know
thanks,
it's
man.
it's hard in LA, but be safe.
Yeah, of course, dude. It was good seeing you, man. You have a good one.
Yeah. See ya, man.
All right, later, dude.